Inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Right to the air, here is Goff. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Goff. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. From the red zone now, Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go. Watch out now.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. about the play there, breaking that pass up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Go off a handoff here to Swift. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. The Lions still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, top of the run, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal of 28-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? You take this ball, move it downfield, put in the end zone, we're right back to even.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Connor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming out and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to...
Under pressure, they got him again. Samuel Aguavin. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Tua now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. It's a slant to Hill. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with point? He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Oliver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Goff looking to throw. Flushed, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Austin. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Lions' 31-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack on first down, Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Now Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, break.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's easy to see Josh Pascal and imagine you're seeing a 10-year player in this league get a minimum. Remember, he overcame cancer while being a standout at Kentucky.
A quick slant to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here's Tua. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Goff. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Tua on 4th down. Connecting with Hill, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.